And good morning, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Johnny and I am with our bus, Miles of Smiles. Reagan is not here right now. It is currently 6:34 in the morning. It's Friday and the welder is coming back today. Got a little bit of welding to finish up. Just kind of the back floor supports and then a few other small short vertical supports I'm going to add in. Like I said in our welding video, which if you haven't watched it, go check out the video where we replaced the entire floor support system of our Skoolie. It was all rusted out, so we put new steel in there. In that video I said I knew, wow, I'm just so blown out right now. I knew I was going to be coming back, having him come back and do some more welding, and sure enough, he's coming back this morning. So he's coming at 7. I've got to cut up these pieces into the sizes we're going to need. I'm going to double check the measurements, set a few pieces out for him so he can hopefully come in and take care of them pretty quickly. But yeah, let's get rolling. I got to get rolling here. Only got 25 minutes, so let's go. Got the first set of pieces cut for him, just laid them out. I'm gonna get this tarp off. I'm also gonna be doing, well, I'll tell you that later, but gonna get the tarp off, just kind of open it up in there, and it's hopefully not gonna rain tonight, so I think we're good there. But then I'm gonna kind of grind down a few of those pieces quick before he gets here. Let's keep moving. Alright, you guys, check it out. We got some floor supports back here. 1, 2, 3 Uno Dos Tres. Previously, there was not one here because there was an exhaust, but there's no longer going to be an exhaust there. Then there was one here and one there, but they were much smaller. It was only like probably 1 1/4, 1.5 inch tube steel. So we used some of the extra that we had and basically built it back the same exact way that it was, but rather than using a plate back here, we used just another 11 gauge steel tubing that we had left over to make a triangle. So basically what that does is as you lever on here, that helps give it stability back there. So what I'm gonna do now that the welding's done, I think I may actually move the bus into the location that we're gonna sandblast. So I just got some plastic sheeting from Home Depot, so I'm gonna sheet the whole inside of the bus, and I think I would rather do that before we move the bus. So move it now rather than move it tomorrow. So I think I'm about to move the bus and I'm a little nervous. So because I got nobody else here. I mean, people are inside, my dad's inside, I could ask him, but I think I'm gonna just get it started up and let it run while I kind of tidy some things up so we can move it over there and then I can get tarping. So here we go, moving the bus. Fingers crossed, nothing bad happens. moved the bus. Nothing cracked, moved apart, broke, you know, all the bad stuff. But it's in a new spot. You probably can't tell too much from this angle, but we're kind of behind the building here. There's some gravel below. What I'm gonna do here now is get the plastic sheeting up. So I'm gonna utilize our poles here and just hopefully put the big, huge plastic sheeting and use the poles to hold it up. It doesn't need to be necessarily held up very well. It just needs to cover. So I've got two 20 by 25 sheets, which will be kind of big to deal with on my own, but we're gonna make it work. So let's get sheeting. All right, you guys, big plastic sheet is up. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to kind of finish the smaller bits. Well, camera just died on me mid-explanation. I don't even remember what I was saying, but calling it a day with the tarping in there. Bus is pretty much ready to go for sandblasting tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and quick clean up this mess that we've had here. This bus, since Miles been sitting in this parking spot for a little while, you can tell he's overhanging onto the grass, and the grass got all sorts of crap in it. And then you can see also the parking lot's got all sorts of crap. So I want to clean up our space a little bit. And I'm going to head out of here. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for the beginning of the crazy transformation from rusty and raw metal frame to beautifully coated rust-free frame. Sort of. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. It is big day, and we're not off to a great start. I thought we were gonna be off to a really good start, but we're having some issues with our pressure washer situation. So we were gonna use this huge mega pressure washer behind us. Originally we were gonna rent one because we need at least 3,500 PSI to be able to use with this sandblasting kit. This is like a mega 4,000, I think, PSI. With the heater. We wouldn't use the heater, but it was here at the building we're at, and we had the ability to use it. But it needs a key, which I didn't even think about. What pressure washer needs a key? But I guess when it's this intense, pressure washer needs a key. So we don't know where the key is. We're trying to call a few people. Oh, that's my dad. Hang on. Hey, Dad. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Makes their decision. Okay. Thanks, Dad. Bye. All right, so there's our answer. They don't know where the key is. So we're gonna run to a Home Depot that's maybe 15, 20 minutes from here that should have one. You can't make reservations. We just called, they have one, so hopefully in the next 20, 25 minutes, nobody goes and takes it. So that's where our morning has started. We're gonna get going so we can get off to a much better start and get this thing rolling. We'll see you shortly. Got a pressure washer that works and doesn't need a key. So we gotta get some stuff together here, get ready to get blasting. So let's do it. Okay, so we're all set up and we're ready to spray sandblast. So I don't think I've even really explained to you the process we've chosen to do this. So basically what we're doing is called wet sandblasting. Sandblasting you can do dry or you can do wet. So this is a attachment that basically takes sand and uses the pressure of a pressure washer to suck the sand as it's sucking the water and shoot them out together. So it is wet. Still obviously there's a lot of sand involved. It creates mess, but it creates less of a mess than dry sandblasting. You can imagine just taking sand and just blasting it with air through a hose. That's basically what sandblasting is. So it creates a ton of debris, a ton of smoke and clouds, and you need respiratory stuff. And wet sandblasting just seemed a lot easier, a lot less messy. We didn't want to be, I mean, if we were dry sandblasting, we would be sending clouds all over the place. So wet sandblasting is our option. I'll show you the attachment maybe later, but we're gonna kind of get going here because, you know, we need to. And we've got this big tub of sand here that Reg and Nick are gonna keep filling with our sandbags as I'm going, prodding the thing around. We'll see if this works well. Hopefully it does. Let's go. because we wanted to show you a before. Because we thought maybe I did this one spot. Look at how clean that is. That's crazy. So wanted to show a before of all this rustiness, mostly the frame. Okay guys, things are going well so far. We're going through a ton of sand. So we bought 550 pounds of pool filter sand. I can't really film inside. I should have brought my GoPro, but oh well. Hindsight's 2020. I've got about halfway of the bus done, and we've gone through, that whole thing's full, so that's probably like 5 or 6 bags. So I've gone through about half, doing half of the bus just from the top. So I'm getting as much as I can from the top because that's going to be the least messy for me. Although it is messy, I am coated in sand, so it doesn't hurt too bad when you're getting hit with it, but it stings a little bit. About halfway through, then we'll have to go and hit some details and get the underside. So Nick's picking up 4 more bags of some more sand, just so we have enough and we can really hit spots we want, and we don't have to kind of half-ass any areas. So I'm going to keep going here. Regan's going to play sand tender while Nick's picking up bags. Let's get going. Alright guys, excuse me for the fact that I'm shirtless right now, but I'm currently covered in sand. I'm trying to get some of it off before we have lunch, but in there, it's a big difference going on. It's kind of hard to tell right now because there's still sand everywhere. Got pretty much everything done from up above where I can, get it from the top, and then some of the stuff from below and on the sides of the big frame rails. But pretty much that's really all we have left to do is kind of hit the bottoms of some spots and the sides of the big frame rails, and then I think we're gonna move it back over to the old spot, power wash it down. Caroline just got here with some lunch. She was nice enough to go pick up some lunch for us. So we're gonna go have some lunch quick, and then we're back to blasting. Stay tuned. We had something happen. We're not quite sure how.
Well,
we're just taking the plastic down. Yeah. Well, yeah, we can guess, but we're just taking the plastic down from inside, and we've got a broken window.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that sucks. So Nick's gonna push it out here onto the glass.
It's tempered, it's gonna fucking shake.
Yeah. That's kind of sad, but thankfully, because we patched 3 of our windows and we kept our other windows just in case this happened. Just in case my dumbass apparently hit it when I was sandblasting. I don't know. I didn't think I hit anything that hard or really at all, but clearly I did. That'll be something I'll probably replace at the end of the day today, I would imagine. Or we'll see if the tarp gets that far, but that'll be a window we'll have to swap out, so it's a bummer, but it's okay. Glad we have some inside we can replace it with. So we're gonna hose down the inside because there's sand everywhere, and then we're gonna move the bus. Nick's doing this so that way when we move the bus, all this doesn't fall and we can get it out of the way first. So yeah, bummer, but sandblasting is pretty much done. We'll see what it all looks like when we rinse it down here, because it's hard to tell with all the sand on it. So let's get rinsing. Let's get this old boy back where he belongs, other side of the parking lot. Hey peeps, time to show you where we're at. So, check out this metal. That is not rusty. Clean metal. It's there. So obviously all the cross members had already been replaced, and so I didn't really sandblast those. We're just gonna spray the stuff on them that'll help etch it for paint, all the fresh metal. And then same with these. Everything's gonna get touched right now and sprayed with phosphoric acid, which is like Ospo. We just kind of got the Home Depot brand. All kind of does the same thing. Basically, what it's gonna do is it's gonna stop this from flash rusting, which basically almost immediately new rust begins to form. It's called flash rust, and so we're gonna spray that on here to avoid flash rust. You can see, you know, here on the new steel, there's flash rust because that's just some stuff that was already there from the steel having sat now as raw steel, and some of that is now flash rusting from what we just sprayed it. So we're gonna get this phosphoric acid on here quick. I got one little area in the front. I got a wire wheel, and then tomorrow, you know what time it is. It's time to coat all this hard work we're doing here and get it sealed in, seal the deal, so we could say goodbye to this damn metal frame and say goodbye to it for hopefully a long time. Right, Reg?
Uh-huh.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Saying goodbye to the metal frame?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be motivated again once we have floors in here.
Yeah, Reg's motivation struggles sometimes, but that's okay. It's not exactly the most exciting work, nor can many people, like with sandblasting, couldn't really do many hands on deck. All right, so we're gonna get spraying. We can actually show you this because we don't have giant tarps in here now. So we're gonna get spraying and get this stuff coated. Hopefully stop it from rusting more. Here we go. Is finishing up spraying everything down with the phosphoric acid. Kind of want to give a little recap and our thoughts on how everything went today. So wet sandblasting was an adventure. Definitely did the job. I'll put the wet sandblasting kit that we used here, and I will put the sand that we used here, and I'll put links below as well to both of those. May or may not, the exact things may or may not be available in your area. We got the kit, the wet sandblasting kit from Northern Tool. Pool filter sand is what we ended up using, and that we got from Blaine's Farm and Fleet, which probably is not in your area because I think it's just a Wisconsin or just a Midwest thing. But it went pretty well. It was pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, we got 550 pounds of sand, and then Nick ended up getting a couple extra bags, and I think maybe we would have needed one extra bag. We ended up just dumping out some extra sand at the end, which kind of sucked, but whatever. I mean, it's not, we were guessing. We had no idea how long it was gonna take. But 550 pounds was pretty good for all of this. And that was, again, we really didn't focus on the new metal. Sorry about what's going on there. We didn't really focus on the new metal. We mostly just did frame below the existing frame that was really rusty, because that's obviously the worst of it. And I probably could have gone a little bit longer, tried to get some more detail, but I'm telling you, like, it all came off pretty well the first time around. So I went back and hit a couple more intricate places. But overall, it looks really good. I definitely recommend, if you're thinking about doing something of this sort, something of a major or even minor frame restoration, definitely consider doing that wet sandblasting. Like I said, dry sandblasting can be such a mess, and this just felt like a less intense way of doing it, while not necessarily intense in the fact that it's an easy learning curve, right? You pull the trigger, the sand comes out, the water comes out. I would say definitely success for us here today. So we're letting this treatment sit on the rust overnight, and then we're gonna come back tomorrow and coat it with POR15. So we'll talk a little bit more about POR15 tomorrow and why we chose to use that. But the wet sandblasting with the pool filter sand, the little phosphoric acid treatment worked great today. Very, very happy with the way things are looking. Hopefully tomorrow we're gonna be tomorrow we will be even happier, because it's gonna look great and it's gonna be all black and look like a nicely refreshed frame, which is exactly what we want. So for now, we're gonna send you off to tomorrow. See you tomorrow. And good day to you all. It is now Sunday. It's about 12:30 here. Got some lunch in us and we're ready to go. So behind us is a fully sandblasted and acid treated frame. Now today what we're gonna do is wire wheel it. Just kind of the phosphoric acid basically leaves a little white residue. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wire wheel the whole thing. So we're gonna get wire wheeling. Reg's gonna use the drill. I'm gonna use the angle grinder. Wire wheel it all down and then it's time to paint. So we got a lot of work to do. So not too much talking, more working. Here we go. But we're almost done. Ooh, there's a pool of sweat in there.
Yeah.
Wish
we had a pool to jump into after this.
Yeah, but I think we need to get an inflatable pool. But almost done. Reg's gonna start wiping it down. A little bit more grinding. Reg's gonna start wiping with mineral spirits, and then we can get our first coat on. So we're gonna keep working and sweating and drinking
First
a lot of
coat.
water.
Did you do 2 coats today?
Probably. Well, we may not do them today. We'll see.
There's
See
no way
if we
we're
have
gonna
enough.
get 2 coats done today.
We'll see.
It's already 2 o'clock.
We'll see. But we'll see. But yeah, we got to keep rolling here so we can hopefully at least get 1 coat on today. Fingers crossed. Let's keep going.
Oh, wow. Those rosy red everything.
All right, guys, so everything has been blasted. Everything has been phosphoric acidized. Everything has been wire wheeled. Everything has been wiped down with mineral spirits. Now it is finally time for the POR15. POR15 rust preventative in a gloss black. So there's a few different companies that make stuff like this. This is just one of the most well-known, highly rated. It's really highly rated. There's some other companies out there or different similar products. There's one called Chassis Saver. There's a few others, and basically the reason I ended up going with this again is just really highly rated. A lot of people said good things about it, and it was available. Some of them we couldn't. I didn't exactly plan ahead as far as ordering something like this because I thought it'd be something I'd be able to get pretty easily at a store. Well, it turns out POR15 I couldn't find in gallons at any store, so I had to buy quarts. So we have 4 quarts, which would be equal to a gallon, and we did have to spend a little bit more because we didn't think ahead enough and work ahead. So maybe that's a suggestion, you know, really think ahead of your projects and order stuff, or figure out if you're gonna need to order it and order it ahead of time so you don't have to last minute buy it somewhere where they maybe have smaller quantities or they don't have it at all and then you're delayed or whatever. Learn from my mistake here, order ahead of time. Basically this POR15, what it's gonna do is it's gonna seal rust permanently. Yeah. It's a rust preventative coating is designed for application directly on rusted, sandblasted, and seasoned metal surfaces. It dries to a rock hard, non-porous finish that won't chip, crack, or peel, and it prevents rust from recurring by protecting metal from further exposure to moisture. Wow. It's also UV resistant, and yeah.
Could be an infomercial right there.
Yeah, it could be an infomercial. Too bad I just read off the can. We're gonna take a little bit more of a beer and water break here. Lots of water, but can't forget the beer. And then we're gonna get painting. So, see you shortly. Okay, and one coat is done. Not gonna show it to you yet because you gotta wait for the finished product. This stuff suggests 2 coats, but what I didn't realize or didn't think about.
Black on your teeth.
On my teeth? Get it!
I don't have clean nails.
Yes, you have clean nails. Get it!
You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go to the bathroom because it's on your lip, and so it's gonna just keep you rubbing
Where?
on your. Right here. Go to the bathroom. Pause.
Gone?
No.
No?
No.
Is that bad? Wait, can you scrape it off my teeth at least? Oh, it's just barely on there. Oh, that might be something from lunch.
No, it's not.
Oh, I see. Anyways, anywhere between 2 to 6 hours is when you can recoat or top coat. And so we're gonna put a second coat on. If you let this stuff sit for more than 6 hours, if you let it cure too much, you have to go back and sand the whole thing to get off the glossy surface before you can do another coat. Otherwise that next coat is not really gonna adhere very much because it's already cured too much and it's got a glossy finish. So to prevent going through that frame and grinding or sanding the entire thing again, either I'm just gonna stay here and bust out a second coat and Reg will take the dogs home, or the dogs will just hang a little longer with us. But the second coat I think is gonna be easier. The first coat, obviously, like it's just much more porous. You're getting in a lot more harder places that are, you know, you just need to get a lot more paint in there and work at them a bit more. Second coat should hopefully go a little bit faster. And it looks like we're gonna have enough paint, which is good. So 4 quarts will hopefully be enough. We'll see if that holds true. Working with it, not that bad. It's a little bit more liquidy than regular paint.
Not that bad.
Well,
look at his hands
I will
and
say,
his arms.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'll maybe show you guys at the end of what the final result is. But
oh, it's in my hair.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's in my hair too. Being that this stuff is a really hard coating, it's not exactly like paint in that you can just use like mineral spirits. You can if you get it to it quick enough. You can use mineral spirits or soap and water to kind of get some of it off. But like I've got some stuff on my nails, even though I've been using gloves. The gloves have broken, little spatter bits because I'm just trying to really slap it around in all these intricate areas. It doesn't come off so easy. So Reg has got some little bits on her face. I've apparently got one on my lip. My arms are spotted. It doesn't come off your skin like paint. So it does get on your skin, get to it right away. And I knew we should try to get it off, and you're not supposed to let it really like sit. It's harder to get off your skin, but obviously you get working sometimes, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, got crap
If we
on
had
me.
to stop every single time we got something on us, it
Yeah.
would have taken us 2 more hours for the first coat.
So maybe the solution there is to buy a full paint suit, or you know, one of those disposable suits, or wear long sleeves and pants. We're already both wearing pants.
But
and
again, it was 90
it's hot.
degrees today, so.
So wearing long sleeves was not something we really wanted to do. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer, a little bit more of hydration station, beer and water, and then back to painting. heavy?
No. Starting, I can hear it.
Oh yeah, I hear it. Okay. Almost done.
Oh, it's coming, Johnny.
Okay, should we get the tarp on?
What?
You wanna get the tarp on?
Yeah, hurry.
Okay. Ah! Ah! The rain's here. Gotta hurry to get the tarp on. Wow, what an ending to that day it was. So you just saw us get caught in the rain. We knew the rain was coming. We talked about putting the tarp on and working under the tarp, but we didn't. We thought we could get it done. Well, we did get it done. We were rushing a little towards the end and then got to put the tarp on in the pouring rain. And so we didn't even take a picture, a final picture. So I don't even have a final picture to show you guys right now. That's gonna have to wait till tomorrow when I go back to the building to pick up our plywood and sheet metal for the flooring that we're putting in this weekend. So go give us a follow on Instagram and you can check out the final product tomorrow of all of this. But unfortunately, I have nothing to show for it right now. So that's kind of how our day went. If any of you have watched this far, thank you so much for watching this entire video. I know it was a long one, but there was a lot of work that went into this, and just even this weekend with all the sandblasting and prepping and coating and all that. So if you've made it this far, probably you're my mom or one of my siblings or something. But if you've made it this far, hit the subscribe button. It means you must have liked what you were watching. So subscribe, throw us a like, tell us down below what you thought of what we did. If you got questions about it, feel free to reach out, comment below, ask us about it. We're here to help and tell you about our experience. But by no means we're experts, but we want to help everybody out there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.